Okay, I don't know if I made a video about this, but I have been studying or I have been trying to study philosophy, psychology, and archaeology a little. I've been trying to make my life a little more useful. I'm already a game designer, which is the most useless degree you can have. But me trying to learn philosophy, psychology, and archaeology just proves me that I'm just doing nothing at this point. But those things are interesting to me personally. Anyways, since through my oh my god, English, how does English work? Through my journey of philosophy, I think first I should learn English. But it's just a language, okay? I don't think I need to learn English. But anyways, throughout my journey of learning psychology and philosophy and archaeology, things are going pretty good. I have been learning a lot of things about myself, and I've been having a lot of identity crisis. I've been having a lot of mental debates. I'm not going to say health issues. I'm going to say I'm having a lot of mental debates within myself, trying to answer things and trying to work out things in personal life. I have been talking to a lot myself. I've been talking to myself a lot. Shits are pretty good. The first thing that I learned about psychology is that it is a Greek word which means like it is a Greek word which means talking to your soul or learning the behavior about the soul. So the fact that people consider brain to be a soul is like, okay, that's one way of thinking about it. And then what else did I learn? Philosophy. Did I learn something about philosophy? I learned about few people that have learned philosophy or trying to preach philosophy. Oh, this is the first thing that I learned about philosophy, or like one of the most groundbreaking things about philosophy is that Socrates didn't write shit. He was just yapping on the internet, and Plato was the actual person who wrote what Socrates said. And Plato went as far as putting his own thoughts into the mouth of Socrates. I might be getting the names wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Socrates didn't write a book or anything. It was Plato that wrote everything, whatever Socrates said. So the fact that Socrates and me share the same brain cell is like crazy because let me be honest, writing a book is deep, okay? Writing a book is deep, and more than deep, it's very hard. I'm not ready to write a book about philosophy, man. It's like, who would write a book about philosophy when you know like half of the humans are not gonna give a shit about it? Do you think people are learning philosophy right now? Not me. I don't think so. But anyways, the fact that Plato wrote whatever Socrates told back in the days is like, damn. So that's how Plato came into existence. Plato basically just, I can't say stole, but like, I can't say he stole the credit for Socrates. Whatever he said or whatever he did is in existence because of Plato. So I have to give credits to Plato's. And the other thing that when it comes to archaeology, a lot of Indians might not know this, but if you are a foreigner watching this video, India has like epics. Okay, that's how we consider our stories to be. We have epics. Ramayana is one of epics. Are like Odyssey. Homer's Odyssey would be considered as an epic. Troy would be considered as an epic. Iliad would be considered as an epic. So when it comes to Indian mythology, we have Ramayana, which is an epic. We have Mahabharata, which is an epic, and a lot of people does not know this, but I think the pronunciation is Brihakada. Yeah, I think the pronunciation is Brihakada, which is like the last epic. So the fun fact, the author wrote the story and went to the king for appreciation and approval of publishing this book, publishing this novel. But the king at that time dismissed this because it was written in a foreign language. Instead of calling it a foreign language, the script actually says that it was written in a hobgoblin language or a barbaric language that the king didn't appreciate at that time. So the author took this shit personally, and he just burnt the book. He burnt, like, after reading every single page of his book, like he would read one page. After reading this one page, he will throw the page into the fire, and he has burnt like 600 pages, and only the last remaining 100 pages left. And me learning about Indian history felt pretty good for me. The fact that we have another epic, but it's lost forever is like kind of sad and depressing, but it is also like I tried to read it about it, and it's a good story. It has multiple races. It is a fantasy story at the end of the day, you know. So yeah, archaeology is going good. I'm reading a lot about Atlantis, Plato. Like I said, philosophy and archaeology are going, they are like interconnected, interlocked, because when I'm learning about archaeology, it's basically history, right? So I'm learning about Plato as well, and I'm learning about Socrates. And oh, this guy, I forgot this guy. Oh my God, I don't know how to pronounce. Like, he's the goat of philosophy. Oh my God, I'm getting blanked. I'm gonna check his name. Epicurus is the god. His philosophy teachings are basically atheist. Socrates is also an atheist and he was killed for that reason. But Epicurus is like everything is atom, everything is like, there is no gods and things like that. We are atoms, everything is sound and waves and molecules and particles. And Epicurus' journey was a lot, or Epicurus' teachings and writings are a lot interesting to me personally. The fact that the person was thinking about it like back in those days is giving me a lot of confidence. Personally, it is giving me a lot of confidence, and it's like, damn, he had the balls to say it in front, especially when Socrates was killed because he was talking about atheism and gods not existing. Epicurus was just being the goat to have a big balls and like say that atoms exist, or like things like atoms, waves and molecules exist. It's like really a lot, man. Yeah, this video was like a journey of me just saying and like talking about my journey of learning a lot of stuff. Personally, I feel like I'm failing in life. Personally, yeah, I think I'm gonna name the title this. Uh, People who have only watched till the end of the videos might come to this point. Personally, I feel like I'm failing in life, and I am. Some might consider I have already failed in life, and some might consider I am failing in life. I also consider myself to be a failure. It's just I can't and I don't want to say I've accepted this life, but like, even though my learnings of philosophy and psychology are, I'm learning it, but I don't know where to apply it in real life, and it is actually not helping me to be useful in real life, or I'm not smart enough to use it in real life, I would say, because sometimes I just don't want to hurt people, or like to say things straight to their face, or like, I have a lot of second thoughts and an inferiority complex, to the point where even I don't want to talk to my own family. And here I am sitting and yapping in front of you guys without any shame. Deep down, after learning a lot about psychology, I have come to this conclusion that it's like, am I doing this? I am okay. This is gonna be hard for you guys, or this is gonna be hard for me to explain. I am doing this shit for views, in the sense of like, am seeking validation. I'm not seeking money. I'm seeking views in the general sense of like, I need someone to see what I'm currently doing, right? I want someone to acknowledge my existence. That is views. That is views, and that is what I'm seeking at the end of the day. But a lot of people could also say that I am doing this short for the money that would come along with the views, and some would even go far as say I am farming empathy, or I am farming sympathy. Like, because I would like to assume that 40% of the humans have have empathy. Okay, they are empathetic, and when a channel or a guy is talking to the online alone, like, I feel like people would normally, I don't get views, but I feel like typical world, I feel like people, I am unlucky at this point. I don't know what is happening with my life and what is happening with my fate, but like, nobody's gonna watch this video, and even if people watch it, they don't watch it past like the half point view. Very rare people get to the end of the video. So like, even though I say I'm doing this shit for the views, I'm not doing it for the views that you guys think that I am doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the acknowledgement of my existence. Second thing, people might feel like I am farming empathy or sympathy because I am failing in life and I am failing in YouTube. But even though that is true, I'm not doing this shit for empathy or sympathy. I'm doing this shit because I feel like I want to do this, right? I know YouTube is about content creation and not sitting here and crying and venting to you guys about my personal problems that I face in day to day life. I know that bullshit, but still I am coming here and talking to you guys because it gives me a little. I'm letting it out basically. I'm just talking. I'm talking helps a lot. If you guys are struggling with your life, just talk. Even if there is nobody with you, just talk. That's what I have been doing since I was a kid. Mentally, think I can see a lot of problems within myself because of psychology. My recent studies in psychology and philosophy. Even though I know to correct them, I still don't want to correct them, okay? Like I am smart enough to know when to quit when something is failing. But I don't want to quit it, if that makes any sense. YouTube is clearly failing. I should quit it by books, but I am not willing to quit even though this is failing. So already my philosophy classes kinda, philosophy is basically helping you to live a better life, and me not using it in real life is kinda ruining me. Whenever I see my family or a person that is close to me do some bad shit, I want to talk to them and I want to confront them, but most of the time they don't listen, and very few of the time they stop talking to me. And I don't, I know you guys are telling just cut them off, don't talk to them, but like when you try to cut every single person off, you will end up alone, and a lot of people prefer to be alone, but not me, man. Been alone for a long time of my years, I have learned that that is something that not I don't appreciate. Solitude is different from loneliness, and a good friend of mine explained it to me. I'm seeking solitude, okay? Solitude is good, but loneliness is not good. Loneliness is a problem. If you are ever feeling loneliness is the point where, okay, solitude is the point where you will overtake the world, and loneliness is the point where you will kill yourself. So never feel lonely. Those two things are two different spectrum, like two different spectrum. And thanks for my friend for explaining that shit to me. I'm not seeking loneliness, I'm seeking solitude, but loneliness is just a factor in it. Solitude or solitude, I forgot what the name is like. Anyways, my philosophy classes led to me nowhere, and my psychology classes me asking myself the questions that am I doing this for the sympathy or empathy that people will show me, or am I doing it because I want to do it. It's like a lot of, because I am aware that I am insecure about a lot of things, I have inferiority complex. And YouTube at the end of the day is a platform where you are gaining attention and you are technically attention seeking. So, with all this, what am I psychologically? I am trying to examine my own brain, and it's kind of going somewhere dark that I'm not ready to accept it. It's in a point where I know what I'm doing, but I don't want to convince myself that this is all bad things. Okay, I'm not doing anything bad. I'm just going live and recording YouTube videos when it's not working. But me asking the question of am I doing this for the views that I seek, for existence, or like acknowledgement of my existence, or for me to farm empathy. No, who are you? Are you being a fake human? What are you trying to do? That kind of sort of things. It's like I can see, because a lot again, psychology is a point where you are dealing with humans true brain, right? So, and a lot of humans are fake in real life. So when you are trying to break their fake personality to understand their real one, I am starting it with myself, and me asking questions about my own self is not leading anywhere good. So I am failing currently. Technically, yeah, I am failing, man. Philosophical wise, I'm failing. Technological, I mean, psychological wise, I am failing. Career wise, I'm failing. Economical wise, I'm failing. Financial wise, I'm failing. Archaeology is the only part that I'm not failing. But archaeology, who will ever fail in archaeology? Like why would you even fail at archaeology? So I'm not even gonna consider archaeology. That's it. That's my app session. Hope you guys learned something, and hope you guys. I don't know. I record a lot of videos, but I never post them because even I myself don't want to like watch it, or like I even I myself struggle to understand the meaning of that video. because my English is not bad, not good. Like, so what is the point of me if I can't understand it? So I don't. I record a lot of videos, but I don't upload it. But a lot of okay, this is another spectrum of my recording sessions where I just sit and cry that I don't have any views. Again, I just sit and cry because nobody is acknowledging my existence. So when I do I actually want to those type of videos? If I were to post those type of videos, I would call myself engagement farming. But I try to make another other type of like actual content, and I do sometimes feel like uh, I should probably get my train of thoughts in a file in a line. So sometimes I feel like I'm doing content for acknowledgement and existence, philosophical wise, psychological wise, that is bad. But sometimes I also feel like my contents are mostly just me sitting and whining about that I don't have views. Basically, me sitting and whining that nobody in life acknowledges me. So, what type of content am I even posting? And like I have a lot of questions. Anyways, if I can talk for like an hour when it comes to yapping, but I don't want to sit and waste your guys' time. It's just me yapping, man. So, like, what am I supposed to do here? The fact that I'm failing is a point that is proven, and I just message conveyed. If you guys learn something about psychology, if you guys learn something about philosophy, if you guys learn something about archaeology, leave a like, subscribe if you guys want to learn more about my path towards psychology, philosophy, archaeology, and whatever bullshit that never pays out. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys on another video. Bye.